welcome to A Healthy Conversation. Well, we're back in Kretsch Kitchen. Some days we might be in Kretsch Cottage or Kretsch, I don't know where. So here's the thing. We have promised you that we would talk about relaxation, specifically with regard to brain waves, because we know now that if you don't get enough sleep, it can cause you to gain weight, and it can certainly even keep you from losing weight. So over the last several episodes, we've talked specifically about that, and today we were going to talk about relaxing your brain. Now, you've also figured out that we have a bit of a little sarcasm in our
here and there
in our relationship. We have fun with each other, and so we talk every time that we're going to shoot one of these episodes and invite you into our home. We talk prior to shooting, and we're talking about how we're going to discuss brainwaves today, and my husband says something like,
so we're going to figure out how your beta waves don't make your brain work the way it's supposed to, something to that effect.
Something to that effect. I think my brain waves work fine. I think it's all perspective.
The rest of the world?
Well, really, come on. It's my brain waves are good. We're all our brain waves are just happy and just get along.
That's what I was
if brain
thinking.
waves could just get along, right? Okay, so in all seriousness, there are basically 4 different types of brain waves you want to think about. And not only are we going to talk about those brain waves, but we're going to talk about specific products that can help your mind as well. Because again, if you can relax the mind, stress goes down, cortisol goes down, adrenals aren't affected as much. I mean, it's a big, wonderful circle, okay? There are alpha waves, or let me start with beta. There are beta waves. Beta waves are kind of when you and I are playing with each other, when we're jabbing at each other, or when we're at work during our day, when you're dealing with your family. Beta waves are what occur in the awakened state. Now, the unfortunate thing, they move very, very, very fast, okay? The unfortunate thing about beta waves is that they burst, right? So if there's a stress situation, they're going to burst, and you're going to even be more so in that state. Alpha waves really are the next level, and they kind of occur when you close your eyes and you're silent for a second. It's just rest. But those brain waves slow down in that state. And that's where you can kind of let your imagination work. That's kind of the daydreaming state. It is a more relaxed state than beta. So this is why, with regard to helping you lose weight and lower your cortisol levels, even if you take a few minutes during the day, close your eyes and relax, you're slowing those brain waves down, getting them to a point where they're going to be able to serve you. Now, there are 2 other kinds. There are 3 other kinds. One's gamma. Not that much is known about that, so we won't talk about that. But there's theta and there's delta. Theta waves they're kind of like looked at as the automatic memory wave. The theta state is when you're doing things so automatically that you're really into that subconscious. You're not even aware that you're doing things unconscious even. For example, when you drive home at night and all of a sudden you're in your garage and you don't even remember driving home because you're on automatic, left turn, right turn. We've all done it, right? Sometimes in the shower washing your hair, I do this. I catch myself going, did I lather once or did I lather twice? Because it's automatic. See, that's kind of in a theta state where you're not having to think about it. And if you can get yourself to that state through some meditation, that's a good place to be. Because again, it's dealing more with the unconscious mind. In the delta state, which is the deepest state of rest, that's really where, it's a dreamless state. That's where real change can occur. So between theta and delta. Now, we're not going to talk about getting a meditation CD, although we will help you with that in the future. What we want to do today is educate you on these things and then talk about how to get the brain ready to move into these different... Nourish the brain, to move it into these different meditation states or brainwave states. Now, we know we need to drink a good amount of water because the whole body is primarily water. So you got to drink a good amount of water. You got to hydrate the brain. But what people don't talk about very often is what makes the brain work is...
Well, the brain is 60% fat. And what we always think about is, well, I eat a lot of fat, but you're not eating the right kind of fat. We're not eating the omega-3 fats that are anti-inflammatory. Now, we know what inflammation looks like in the body. we don't really think about what it does to our brains when our brains get inflamed. They don't function right.
Right.
So plenty of omega-3 fats, fish oil, flax oil, because those are the type of fats that keep our brain calmed down because they're anti-inflammatory
So
fats.
this is good news, because even in the beta state, which is the awake state, if we're taking in the fish and the flax, we can keep our brain in the most nourished and relaxed state even during the day. So how much flax and fish?
Well, about 2,000 milligrams of fish oil every day, which means the EPA and the DHA are the two main components of omega-3s. So that's really what you have to look at.
Okay, so stop. So let's talk about ours. Because that's the one we focus on. So we've got a fish oil. It's a tablet. It's a capsule.
Soft gel.
Soft gel. Okay. So and what's the unit?
Each one of those has 750 milligrams of EPA and DHA. Nice amount. So I like my customers to take about 3 of those a day. 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening. Just nourishes your brain completely.
Fish oil.
Fish oil.
Okay, 2 in the morning, 1 at night.
Okay, flax oil, alpha-linolenic oil is a different type. It's omega-3, 6, 9, but that's about 3,000 milligrams a day for that one. So you have to take about 3 of that one as well. So if you're taking flax or if you're taking fish, it's basically about 3 of each.
So you just need a good rhythm, but you're saying it doesn't have to be a third. I could take 2 in the
2
morning,
in the morning, 1
1
in
at
the
night, which is kind of like calcium. You've got
Always after food though.
Okay, and
The other
then
thing was B complex. B vitamins are good for your central nervous system. They feed your brain. They're good for cognitive thinking.
so let's just really process that. Everybody knows what central nervous system means. So a lot of times bees are associated with energy. What we're saying is bees really nourish the central nervous system, which is all about the brain. So let's talk
Exactly.
about that just for a second.
There are some very conclusive German university studies that say that if you take plenty of B complex and plenty of fish oil, people who even have problems with being depressed can get out of their depression just by doing those 2 simple things. Now our multivitamin, the Ultralife 121, which we designed, has 121 milligrams of B complex in it, which nourishes your brain just fabulously. So a couple of those a day too. Those are the 2 magic things that I like my customers to do just as baseline.
So let's sum it up. Okay, you need to get on a good fish oil and a good flax,
Either or.
and get on a good high B multi. We're obviously a fan of our own Ultralife 121, and you can get a good B anywhere. Fish oil, flax, just get yourself connected and get these into your system so that your brain can work as well as,
Yours does.
as mine does. Right, exactly. I'm so
Absolutely.
glad you agree with me. Perfect, that's right. We'll see you next time.